The motorcycles, and they're not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people. The people, the pedestrians want to take over the streets. So you who in a car now, you must go drive on the sidewalk. They want you to move from the road so they can walk on the street. So the sidewalk and the other places where for walking, no. They don't want to walk there. They want you to move there so they can walk on the street. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Piso and I'm really glad that you're here. Today is going to be another transition year monthly update video. And this will be our 6th one, but I'm in my 7th month. And so this is a transition update video. And if you see movement in the background, I'm hearing my husband car outside. So he's just gonna be pulling up, and so let's just ignore the noise in the background and keep going. Okay, first of all guys, transition's going really well. We're kind of settling into the flow of things here in Liberia, just kind of getting into like a little I'll say not schedule, but like, you know, a daily routine, you know, that we follow. And you know, we have spontaneous things that we do here and there, but we kind of know what we're going to be doing during the week, and we kind of just you know, go from one activity to the next weekdays. And then weekend we go to the farm most of the time on Saturdays, sometime during the weekday if we have to go, but most of the time we try to go to the farm on Saturday. I'll talk a little bit about the farm later on. So transition's going pretty well. Again, I'll be jotting down a few things, so if you see me looking down, I got 1 or 2 things jotted down. Transition's going pretty well guys. I don't have really much to complain about when it comes to the flow of how things are going. Remember, we relocated our LEC to another pole last month, and that was okay for a minute, and turned out that pole had a lot of issues with it. And so when everyone else was had connection, or their lights were on and had electricity, that one will be off. And so I think they said something to do with the transformer that the pole was connected to. And so it would just be every week 2 or 3 times we have to call somebody to, you know, for us to get reconnected on the pole, or you know, get some work done on the transformer. So we're now moved to our original pole, which is in the front of the building. And so that's where we're at now. We're at our original pole in the front. So that's where we were before we went to the second one. Anyway, the reason why we moved before from the beginning is such a long story that, yeah, it's not even relevant anymore. But now we're back on original pole. Things have been really smooth. So fingers crossed, everything will be okay moving forward as far as LEC is concerned. Now, LEC will go for everybody here and there, but I'm telling you, LEC is a lot better electricity. And if you're not from Liberia, when I say LEC, it's Liberian Electricity Company. So we call it LEC. We just call getting electricity, and the process of everything's LEC. That's what we refer to it as. It used to be a lot you know, troublesome in the past, but it's getting a lot better. You know, I would say that, you know, it'll go here and there, but it doesn't stay gone for too long when everybody's gone, right? When like your whole you know, community is gone, it doesn't stay gone very long. Now when it's just your pole and something's wrong with your pole, then you got to call LEC agents to come and look at, and then that's where, you know, it might take a little bit, but it's, you know, it's not that bad. Yeah. Okay. And so that's just it for the LEC. So things are looking up with that, right? Now, as far as my social life, not much has changed. but I did reconnect with one of my dear old friends from my childhood. And so it's been a while since we have seen each other. Actually, we hadn't seen each other since we were not little, but like teenagers, before I left to go to the States, before I moved to the States. And so we both moved to the States, and we were in touch here and there, but we never saw each other while we were in the States. She moved back to Liberia a while back, I would say a good 12, 13 years ago. Okay, guys, there was some banging on the gate, and I had to take a pause and, call the security to go see who was there. So anyway, so I'm back. And what we were talking about, I believe, was my reconnection with my friend, my childhood friend. And so we were both in the States for many, many years, but we just did not, we were friends on Facebook, and we would talk like 1 or 2 times here and there, but we've never really seen each other until we came back here to Liberia. And so it's really, really nice to reconnect with my very good friend, Bridget Padmore Hook. And so, Bridget, it was nice seeing you again after all these years, and it's so nice to know that I have a really good friend here in Liberia from my past that I can socialize with from time to time. So that's nice. Thank you for just being the same person that you were, that I remember you to be. Okay, and so that was nice. All right, guys, let's move on. Okay. As far as the holidays are concerned, is coming up. December is next month. Our first Thanksgiving, guys. We spent our first Thanksgiving here. I did do I included it, in my video, because we did go to the farm on Thanksgiving Day in Liberia. Thanksgiving Day was a little bit different. This was my first Thanksgiving in Liberia since I've been back since we moved back. And as you know, we're used to the Thanksgiving in the States with just, the whole, us getting, all the family getting together, the whole spread, everybody, cooking up a storm. I always cooked a turkey, always made all the American food, always made all the Liberian food. And so what my sister-in-law, after they came, Claudia would cook all the Liberian food, I would make the American food, and then we would get together, or we would kind of just take some to each other's house. And then, but before that, we would be my husband's family, the Matthews family, which is tons of people get together. So that's what we've been used to with Thanksgiving in the past. So it was kind of different for me when I came on Thanksgiving Day. Thanksgiving Day is observed here. Is the holiday. It's a holiday, but people go to church and they pray and thank God for things in their life and how things are going, and just it's a time to give thanks, and it's more prayerful than it is how I would say it's more. I wouldn't want to say commercial in the States, because we do get together as a family and we do give thanks. We say our grace, we say what we're thankful for and stuff, but it's more of a low-key kind of a day here in Liberia. So that's how we spent. We went to the farm, and then we went to my nephew's house. He just had a few people over. It was their anniversary, and that's how we ended our day for Thanksgiving. So that's what Thanksgiving was. As far as the holiday, Christmas is coming up next month. I'm really excited to have, guys, as you saw in that video, my brother is here. My brother Gavla, he's visiting from the States, so he's been here with us. It's been really nice having him here at the house, and spending time with him, and going places, and just kind of doing things with him here. In the States, we're all there, but we're so busy. So you live so close to each other, but you don't get together as much as like we would here. So it was nice spending more time with him here. I'm excited because this holiday, Linda's coming from the States. She'll be here in less than 2 weeks And so she'll be here for like about 6 weeks. So you guys know Linda, Linda Simpson. She is, she and I coordinate our cruise group, Minnesota Cruisers. And so she's our cruise director. And so we're the coordinators of that group. And so we spend a lot of time together in the States. And so that's one of one of my travel buddies. And so it's going to be really nice. And Linda's family. She's not just my, we're in the cruise thing together. She's family as well. And so I'm looking forward to having her here for us to go walk up all together and just enjoy the Christmas and the holiday season together. So I'm excited about that. Linda, hurry up and come now. Okay. What else in this transition year, guys? I have some pet peeves. I do have some pet peeves here in Liberia that I want to share with you guys. Home is home, and I've been going and coming for a long time, so I'm not new to a lot of things. But my dear, when you're here for a longer period of time, some things start to irritate you, and some things that you would just kind of overlook because you're only here for, a couple of weeks and stuff. But some things, I'm telling you, it'll get under your skin. These are just a couple of them. Okay, these are just just things that I'm like okay. Now, pedestrians. Now, we all know the motorcyclists and all of that, they get under our skin and all of that. I'm not even talking about the motorcyclists, because they're just, when they're riding, they have no patience. First of all, they're just like, they're jump in front of you, like they don't wait for lights. They'll be on the opposite side of the road. They will crowd you. So that's like a given. And not even the one I'm talking about. The motorcycles, and they're not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people. The pedestrians want to take over the streets. So you who in a car now, you will go drive on the sidewalk. They want you to move on the road so they can walk on the street. So the sidewalk and the other places were for walking. No. They don't want to walk there. They want you to move there so they can walk on the street. Nobody is afraid of cars. They're just walking right in front of the car. And when you get closer, you choke and they just look at you like, what? Why you want me to, like, why are you honking at me? I'm walking. You're in the middle of the street. Like, move so the car this is the main road. This is a street. This is the main road. No. People want to walk in the streets without you saying nothing to them. That's it. They want to take over the streets. And that gets under my skin. And not so much that they walk in the street. Maybe if you're not paying attention, car coming, then you jet to a low honk. Oh, then it will move. No. They will look at you like, what are you honking for? That's the part that gets me like they're supposed to like you're the one in the wrong for telling them to get off the street so you can drive on the street. Okay, but no, they want to take over the street. That one, that one gets to me a lot. Okay, another thing is people. Have you seen people walking around the street? You know that inhaler, the white inhaler, the menthol. I will find it and I'll put a picture of it in here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. That thing when they put a stick in their nose, then they inhale, and it's got that like pepperminty thing that kind of just, I think it's meant for like when you get a cold or something like that. Back in the day, I remember when we grew up. My goodness, people just stick that thing in their nose and they're walking around. They just stick it there and leave it there, and they're walking all around with that thing sticking up in their nose. I'm like, that is the grossest thing to me. Why are you walking around with your menthol inhaler sticking out of your nose? I hate seeing that. I hate it. And so that's one of the things I'm like, when I say, I just like, can you just take that? I mean, I say it to people who I don't know, but if it's one of my family members or somebody, and I'll be like, get that stuff out of your nose. Like, if you want to use it, take it out, put it away, but don't stick it in your nose and just walk around with it in your nose. Ew. Don't do that. All right. So that's one of my biggest pet peeves, guys. that inhaler stuff. Another thing is the ever-changing rates in Liberia. The Liberian rates that keep changing. Now, I'm not new to the fact that the rates change. It's expected it's gonna change here and there. Okay, fine. But the thing is, when the rate change, the way the people act is that the US dollar is like not the Liberian dollar is worth more than the US. They want US again. You carry you you get LD. If you get LD, you gotta put something on it, you gotta put more on it. I'm like, okay, let me calculate the rate and I will give it to you equivalent in US. I said, no, they don't want to know. No. Certain time they want US. If you carry US, they will say, can you go change it? Can you go, yeah. Like the rate change so they get more with LD. I understand that. But they fail to realize that the LD is not worth more than US dollar. Okay? That's why there's US dollars still being used in this country. You can use both. But at a certain time, only the big businesses, always take, US dollar and you have no problem with this stuff. But the local, mom and pop shops in the, somebody where they live market and stuff, or the changers and all those things, the local people, you want to carry US, they want US though. Then you got to put more. If you let's say you make an arrangement for somebody to do a job, to do something for you. You say, I'll pay you $50. You agree on $50. This is just a hypothetical, a scenario, right? You agree to pay somebody $50. Not hypothetical. This actually happened to me. Actually, you agree to pay $50. $50 US. If I were going to pay you in LD, I would say, okay, I will pay you 10,000 LD or blah 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 LD, whatever the LD equivalent to $50 is, or whatever that is. I'll say, I said $50. You agree to that. Time to pay you now. You finish doing something. Time to pay you now. You say, oh, you gotta add something there. You gotta put something there because $50, not $50. They see anymore. You gotta put $50. You gotta add some more on that $50. Really? Really? So you and myself made arrangement in US. Now you want to tell me that I need to go now because maybe one day ago the rate changed by a few cents or a few dollars. I need to add more money to what the arrangement I made if that US. I didn't make arrangement with you in LD. I made arrangement with you in US. So even if the rate change and I want to, accommodate that, which is okay for me to accommodate that because of this is where we're living and the rates are constantly changing, so we need to accommodate it. But there's a way to go about doing it. But they act like to say the US dollar is like, I want it. I want the equivalent of that plus what the rate is now and all of that stuff in LD. So that's what gets under my skin too. So that's taking a little bit of, I'll say, getting used to. So that's what's going on with that. So those are just a couple of pet peeves of mine. And they're not huge things. They're not things that are gonna, maybe, make any kind of a difference either way here and there. No, they're just things that I'm just learning to just kind of like, just take a deep breath and just, let it go. It's not worth it. Just, keep going, keep it moving, right? So that's just it. But as far as the rest of transition is concerned, the farm is going well. We are doing well with the pigs on the farm. We've added 2 more pigs. So we have a total of 5 pigs right now. And then we've already paid for 2 more, but they're babies right now. So in about 3 months in January, probably end of January, we'll go pick them up and take. So we have a total of 7. And so the 2 that we got recently, they're male and female, so they're a pair. And then the other 2 that's coming end of January, they're a pair as well. So they're male and female. And then that's it. And then so whatever, you know, those pigs, whatever, you know, hopefully we'll have more piglets, you know, soon, and then we'll go from there with as far as the pigs. And the chickens are doing well. All of them that we actually have 5 chickens, 5 or 6 that hatched 2 days ago. And so when we were at the farm yesterday, we saw them. They're still like peeking out, you know, under the their mom, but we have like 5 of them that hatched. And then we got about, I believe, almost I think 12 eggs, because 3 different hens that are laying eggs right now, 12 or 14 different eggs like they're going to be hatched. So the chicken, they're doing their thing. They're thriving, they're doing well, they're producing. And so that's my goal, and what my hope is, that I really want free grazing chicken, where they're out during the day walking around, you know, grazing, and then at night they can go in their chicken coop, you know, and kind of call it a night. But we need to brush more of the farm and then we're gonna then we can put some wire fence around around the space where they're gonna be in, to keep them more secure, and then we can have them graze freely. And that's what I want. I want to see some free grazing chicken. And so but we're gonna work towards that soon, a little bit at a time, guys. And then we're, you know, making little bit of progress on the caretaker's house, the farmhouse. You know, they've painted it, so there's painting going on right now. We've put the bathrooms fixed, almost done fixing. We painted inside, they're painting outside right now. They're gonna be putting some tiles in. We chose to do, because it's a farmhouse, guys, we're gonna do broken tiles. And so we put in the broken tiles in there, and that's gonna be done soon. So everything that's small. So every time we go, a little bit of progress on all of these things. So now let's move to I don't know why I keep recording these videos in the evening. Now I'm like rushing, because I'm like rushing against the daylight. I always do that. You know, I forget that in Liberia, like by 6 o'clock, what time is it now? Hang on. It's like 6:18 right now. And I'm telling you, by 6:30, 6:35, it's going to be like dark. And so I'm like rushing, because I don't want the daylight to go before I finish the video. And I don't know why I keep starting these videos so late, but I keep thinking that in the States, the daylight lasts longer when it's warmer, which is summertime. But here it's like by 6 o'clock, it coming that daylight coming to go. So anyway, let me stop yapping and finish up. But the ADU is doing well as far as progress as well. The tiling is almost done in there. The room, the living room and the porch tiling's done. The steps almost done. The bathroom, they're almost done in the bathroom with the tiling. They're gonna move to the outside kitchen and tile that. Then we're gonna paint. And yeah, we're gonna paint it. And then the doors are being made right now. So they're gonna hang the doors to, hopefully I can give you guys a video of the ADU in the next couple of weeks. So you're just hanging there. I just didn't want to do, like I said, little. So, but all the footage I'm getting now, I will show it during that time of the different things that they're doing. I'll give it all to you guys. But I just wanted to wait to when we got a little bit more done to kind of put it in one. So that's it for the ADU in the yard. What's new for us that's coming up? After the holidays, I do want to travel a little bit outside of the cities. I want to go out. I want to plan a trip to, probably we'll plan it maybe in December or early January before Linda goes back. We might go to Nimba, and then we might go to well, we're gonna go to Bon County and Nimba. Those are the 2 places I just want to travel. And then I want to go to Bassa too. So we'll see. So there'll be some trips out of the cities in the next month or so. and looking forward to that, because I do want to get out of the city. I really like getting out of the cities. When I drive out, I really like it. Liberia is so beautiful. I like seeing that natural beauty of Liberia outside of the cities. So looking forward to that as well. Please continue to look forward to our LIB Boots on the Ground monthly videos. Look forward to our Diaspora Corner videos. And then, of course, I have included some vlogging now. So I will, I'm trying to do a monthly vlog video, just a compilations of little things we're doing here and there, all during the month, you know, just a little snippet and stuff like that. So I'll, you know, compile those and do like a little vlog style video that I'll do monthly. And so that on top of the transition year. So we have some staples on the channel. We have about 4 staple videos on the channel that we're going to rotate. The LIB Boots on the Ground, Diaspora and Corner. I really look forward to those interview, guys. And from your feedback, guys, you really like the interviews. So I'm really glad about that. I've got a lot of good people lined up for the LIB Boots on the Ground interviews. So there are those real trailblazers, Liberians, you know, that are doing phenomenal things in different sectors, way of life. And I can't wait to share those with you guys, those interviews for the LIB Boots on the Ground. And then also I've got some interviews of Diaspora and Corner ones, you know, so monthly those videos are gonna keep coming monthly. So look forward to seeing those here on the channel. I really enjoy doing those. I'm learning a lot as well when I'm doing those too. But that's about it, guys, for this transition year. Please let me know if you have questions about oh, somebody did reach out to me, and she had a lot of questions about different things that she wanted me to look into. And I've started looking into those things. I will probably do, I told her I would you know, let her know here in this transition year video, or I will do like a separate video. And I will do a separate video with some of the things that she asked. I decided I'll just do a separate video. She wanted to find out about health insurance, you know, the different kinds of health insurance for, you know, in the private sector, you know, what you can look forward to, you know, also when it comes to you know, schooling options. You know, I know there are different schools out here, but some details, you know, options about school for people that want to move here, that have kids, and some other things, you know, that she wanted me to look into, which is really relevant information for diaspora and Liberians, or people wanting to or just not diaspora and Liberians, but anybody wanting to move to Liberia. It could be foreigners that want to move to Liberia and wanting to get information. And so I will put that video together pretty soon. So if you're out there and you know that you're the one that asked for those things, I haven't forgotten. I'm getting all the information together. I'll do a separate video about that soon. All right. What else? Yeah, if you do have anything that you want me to cover here on the channel, as far as information about Liberia, or just the day-to-day life, that what we're experiencing, and things that you would like to know, please reach out to me. Okay, if I don't know, I always ask questions. I have no problem asking people questions and finding out information to share with you guys. If I don't know it, I'll find out. All right, but that's about it, guys. This is the end of another transition year monthly update. And look out for the video coming up next. After this video will probably be, I did a ride along with the Iron Lady, Queenie. And so Queenie Pauline Davis, I did a second ride along with her and follow her while she was doing her work not too long ago. So I'm going to do a video on that. Also, I have an update on her own building project of her house. Guys, that house is phenomenal. I can't wait to share that with you. You know, she's been doing a lot of people projects over the years, and doing your own project, man. So, you know, she has all those little things that she's been keeping that say, probably you heard say, when I, you know, I'll add this to my house. Oh, I want that for my house. I want to do that for. So her house is coming along really, really well. And I want you guys to see the progress of it. So there's a separate video for that. So look out for the ride along with the Iron Lady, and look out for update on Queenie's own building project, her house building project video. All right, but that's it, guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.